Hey guys, welcome back in. Going to continue this Permadeath playthrough. We're just starting to finish up final main quest. I think there's not very much left to do. I do have to get to a Gex system and do a couple contracts for them. Let's see here. I don't know if they're going to send me to a certain place or not. Just check the teleporter real quick. See if I have a system. Okay, looks like there is a system marked. Okay, this isn't a Gex system. What do I have for a cartographer? Alright. Let's just go out and find a regular Gex system. Dude, there's only a couple little quest steps after this to finish up. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I can go. Oh, it looks like they may have actually assigned one for me. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna take a run over here, see what he has for missions. I'm not doing that. Looking at the space station. Alright, so it's gonna be behind me. I just don't have time to deal with freighter battles. To this guy first. I'm gonna reset my missions on me. Alright, see what this guy has. Low level pirates. Alright, might as well do that. See if there's anything else. Grab that Predator one. I'm sure I'll run into a planet with Predators on it eventually. I check in with this guy too, see if there's some freebies for me. I'm not giving him my repair kits though. I can take this. Yeah, it's going to take quite a while. It takes a long time to unlock this bottom one. A lot of donations. Alright, so let's go do these pirates, get that out of the way. Oh, I'm gonna talk to him. Can't talk to him. Oh my god, will that freaking thing just die already? There we go. Right. There's our pirates. Yeah, we got that those freighter battles with the dreadnoughts, they don't disappear like a normal freighter battle. Right. See if I can get away from that. Trying to trigger a little bit. Lost my rocket. You got a jump on me here. You got me all turned around. I think that's going to be the end of them. that should be the end of it. Waiting for that mission to complete. Alright. Let's jump in the anomaly real quick because I'm supposed to go talk to Nada, so I'll get that out of the way. I didn't realize I didn't divert to weapons until that last little wave. Wondering why I wasn't cutting through those shields quite as quick. Plus I missed a couple rockets, so that didn't help. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the teleporter, get back to the space station. Oh, I should have grabbed a backpack slot while I was there. Oh well. Alright, we'll turn that in. See what the next one is. The level pirates again. Check something here. Okay. Making sure nothing got actually damaged in that. Yeah, they got a jump on me in that second wave. I didn't even see them spawn in. Okay, there's the marker. Well, and spawning right next to that, that dead, you know, raider or whatever you want to call it. That took me right out of it, too. I was too worried about running into that. Yeah, it's the same friggin' spot. Oh, I just broke something. Yeah, like you don't even have time to repair your stuff. They just spawn right in. Just having a little bit of a break. Come on. Lock onto the target, but I'm doing no damage. finish up. I think I'm gonna have to go talk to Nada again anyway, so we get our backpack slot when we go back there. And I think there's only like maybe like 2 or 3 little steps left for this. Not very much. But what did I break in there? Okay. Get that fixed. I kind of wish it would, like, make the whole block, like, red, so that it lets you know it's definitely damaged. They really don't, they just kind of make it look a little bit off. Be all set. Alright. And that one in. Alright, so patterns of time is done. Should I let it wait? Let it update. Still wait. Oh, I have to talk to cartographer. That's right. We'll get all their lore now. See, at least we're getting the underlays tonight with the in the text field. That's how it should be. Yeah, last stream you weren't getting those underlays, so it was hard to read stuff. Right. I'm sure I have to go see Nada again. Just wait for it to upload. Okay, go see Noel first, I guess. And I have a hot planet, Lost to Fire. I don't think I've ever seen that description before. I've been to a lot of planets. Yeah, at least a few thousand. I don't remember ever seeing that description. Oh, it's a ruin planet too. Yeah, I still have to get more of those ruin pieces. Also. Not a bad looking planet though. Alright. I'm getting into 1616 now. So yeah, the end is near. Grab a few quick scans. There's some birds up there. Right. I'm gonna need to... Okay. See if I can find this signal. Alright. Yep, go see the anomaly. We'll see what this unknown building is real quick. Let's grab a quick drop pod too. Yeah, I hate it because they keep switching in between the two main, well, the main quest line and run into the anomaly every time you do anything, so I don't want to get the anomaly stuff screwed up or anything. I try to do everything in order. Just run down, grab this real quick, and make sure to grab another drop pod at the anomaly. So I'm gonna try to finish up the story in this stream. It shouldn't take very long though. Finish that up and then come back and unlock a bunch of drop pods. Start doing the Atlas path. Alright. Down to, what, 13 slots we need? Let me grab this. Little guy. Alright, so it's switching back to the main quest now, which is weird. Maybe it's because I went into the atmosphere. Do a search for this one, then head up to the anomaly. Then walk on. What am I looking for here? Have a signal. Not gonna be that. I love that. You go in a straight line and try to get closer to your target, and all of a sudden the number just jumps way back up. Probably looking for like a calm ball or something. Yeah, let's just get landed. If I can land. There we go. Oh, it's very tech right here. 500 units this way. Yeah, you'll be flying over something and it'll say you're only 400 units from the target, then all of a sudden it'll jump up to 600 units. Yeah, it's like this. I went pretty much in a straight line. Now it's almost like I'm going past it, you know? 600 units this way now. I'll grab this stone thing over here. Yeah, I must be looking for like damaged machinery or something. I thought maybe it was a plaque or something like that. I didn't see anything at all in the landscape when I was in camera mode. Watch, I'll get over here, it'll be like a huge building. That's impossible to miss. The ship. Really? I don't remember this happening. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember there being a crash ship here. Maybe because half the time I already find the crash ship and claim it before that step. Just take a look at this thing. Alright. Well, let's call in my real ship. %124% needed to summon? You kidding me? Alright. Now what you do in this situation, because I have no idea where my ship is now. I mean, I could bind it. It's not going to be marked, but I have to know what direction I came from. I can probably see it from up on this hill. But what I would typically do is put down a save beacon, hit save, and reload your restore point. I see people do this, especially early on in the game, that don't know about this. Your thrusters can, or your fuel can be completely empty, your launch fuel, and you can still summon your ship, but you can only do it once per session. So all I'm going to do is pick this up. Now I'll be able to bring my ship in. And I mean, even if I had no launch fuel at all, I'd be able to do this. That's something they put in the game. You know, when you could have multiple ships, they added that feature shortly after. Because, yeah, people would have trouble finding their ship after getting a scrap ship. Or, you know, a crash ship or whatever. Grab this. I know I don't have all the building parts for those. So not sure why it's giving me nanites already. Okay, how far away is that? I think head over towards that. Let me check. Activate a portal. Oh, okay. So there might be several of these. Crack that open. Yeah, I'm starting to get a bunch of these like ship parts and stuff too. I don't really want them all. Run over. See, let me get the anomaly out of the way first, and I'll come down. And I'm gonna have to go to the anomaly a couple times anyway, so. We'll get in here. I want to make sure to grab our backpack slot too. Don't want to forget about that. I have to switch that in here. Alright. Step up there and get this out of the way. I'm gonna end up doing a lot of warping coming up, so. Luckily I have a couple different ships to choose from. Multi-tool and all that good stuff. Actually, I'm not even gonna have to worry about doing that, am I? Actually, I will at the final interface, so. I do want to make sure to package up some of my stuff. That's why I'm trying to unlock as many slots as I can. Right. Down there. Actually, I can probably just use that ship that's all busted up when I do my final jump. don't need a hyperdrive or anything. Alright, so we're right next to our source. Didn't see it. Said I was only like 20 units away. Oh, there it is. Alright. Should have everything I need to charge this thing.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology
I remember to use this indium this time.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Yeah, it was after one of the updates. All these friggin' glyphs would move all over the place. It would take like 5 minutes to charge one of these. It only took them like 3 months to fix it, so it was just annoying. And it was during a time when there was a big community-wide building event going on. So I had to go to, you know, a bunch of different systems to look at bases, and it would always take ages to actually get the teleport, you know, fired up. It wasn't too bad if you had a bunch of bases in the same galaxy, because you can use the same portal over and over again. But I had galaxy, you know, like 30 or 40 different galaxies I had to go to. It was super annoying. Alright. Get this part over with. It's always exciting. That'll freak you out on Permadeath. I'm not gonna bother running around grabbing words and all that stuff. Try to finish this up. Grab those though. Finally trying to get some answers. are we now? Alright. Be a little cautious here. Aggressive sentinels. Down to our ship. Not a bad looking planet though. Alright, get this repaired. This is why I try to keep a lot of extra stuff on me. That way I don't have to mess around. Right. That's the only thing broken, right? Yep. A quick scan. I was debating getting that damaged machinery. Just get out of here. That terminus was a lot closer than that. Oh, there we go. I might have to run away in a few seconds. Sentinels are scanning me pretty good. Alright. Thought for sure I was going to get scanned. Get out of that, luckily. Alright, so now we just proceed towards the center. Actually, nope. Tatanada, what a surprise. At least I've been getting pretty good parking spots this playthrough. A lot of times I end up at that lower parking area. Polo too. Alright. Just check when I get back over here. I want to make sure my quest updates. Okay, that's good. Alright. Alright, so I don't need that anymore, so we'll go straight into the purge now. Alright, there's a certain way I like to do this. A lot of people, they'll just do 16 warps to other systems, which is great, but I don't want to fill up my... Oh, gotta go through this. So we're gonna seek the final interface. Alright, so reach the center of the galaxy. You have to do 16 warps. I like to just bounce between 2 different systems, mainly so I don't fill up my portal list with a bunch of places I'm not going to plan on going. So I'm just going to pick 2 different stars here. Want to try, I can just use this one. All I'm going to do is warp there. So I'm just going to bounce between these 2 systems. Yeah, that way I'm not filling up my portal list with, you know, a bunch of galaxies that I don't plan on exploring or anything. You just want to make sure when you load in, it'll pop up here in a few seconds. Notice in the corner here, there's going to be a counter. Okay, yeah, this little warning, you know, thing will pop up, and then you'll get a glyph. You just want to make sure that glyph pops up before you warp back. Okay, that's the Dreams of the Deep thing, so I'm just going to ignore that. Alright. So now I'm just going to go back to that system I was just in. Well, yeah, it should be right there. I'm just going to bounce in between these 2 star systems. You have to do it 16 times. At some point towards the end of it, you'll get a message again. You know, go through the dialogue of the message and just keep warping. I think it only happens once. It might happen twice, though. And it's towards the end. It's after, like, the 12th warp or something like that. All I'm going to do is just the same deal. Warp in here. That little, you know, error message thing will pop up. And Dreams of the Deep thing always gets in the way. Just ignore the Dreams of the Deep. Alright, then you get your glyph. So just warp back. And just keep doing that until you get your 16 warps. So I'm just going to jump off my mic now and go ahead and just let this play out, and I'll join you guys when I get to the last one. Now you'll notice as I go through these, I'm not getting glyphs anymore, so I don't have to actually wait for that. I just wait for that error message to disappear, and I warp back. Okay, we just did our 16 warps. Let's scan for our portal. Try again. Why am I not getting a portal? Because that crap got in the way. Again. Yeah, that's the thing, especially like with new players. Why would that select that, you know? Alright, what type of planet are we looking at here? Okay, so the scorched planet. Get down to that. There are a couple things I want to do before I get down here. Well, when I get down here before I go through the portal. I'm going to want to make sure I switch my ship out and my multi-tool and try to package up some of my technology. When you go through... Oh, we got a nice planet for this. Nice stormy planet. Oh. Not screw up a permadeath run by dying in my ship. Let's 500 units. Get to our portal. Wonder if that's it. Okay, it's too far away. We're gonna let this storm blow through before we even get out of our ship. If I can see our portal. There we go, there's our portal. Bank a hard left. Come do it nice and slow. I expected to have more trouble finding this, to be honest. Alright. Get ourselves landed. So what I'm gonna do is gonna go in, and the most important thing to me are my hazard protection, so I am gonna package those up. Let's get some of this other crap out of the way though. Go and package up all the important stuff. This other stuff I can always repair later. Actually, let's toss this in here too. This I don't actually need. Yeah, I'm not sure if it breaks everything or not. I can never remember, so package up as much of this important stuff as I can. You just want to try to package up as much as you can. You know, some stuff you can't package up, but it's all pretty easy to repair. Except for like some of the underwater stuff can be pricey, so but everything else isn't too bad though. Yeah, at least we can do this now. You used to not be able to package up your stuff, but would always be broken. Alright, let's package that. Alright, so I'm just going to leave everything where it sits typically. Jump out here. Going to switch my multi-tool, if I can go to the right menu. I'm just going to go to the this one, I think. Jump back in here. Okay, yeah, there's nothing in here that's all that important. I will package up what I can, though. I'm probably just going to get rid of this multi-tool eventually anyway, but for the time being, I like having the second one, even though I'm not using it for anything. That I can't. Oh, I can. Oh, I can move it. I just can't package it. All right, and I'm gonna go back to the broken ship. Actually, let me jump in here real quick. I just realized I have no hazard protection. I'm just standing out there. I am just gonna refill this, just in case. Fill that up. Alright, so I'm just going to switch over to that broken ship that I just found. That'll become my new ship. The charger's on the other side. Just jump in and out of this. You know what, I think I am just going to put in one of these hazard modules. Try to find one here that's good. That one will work. Alright. So, yeah, I think that's going to break, but I've got repair kits for it. Alright, let's go get this thing charged up. This is why it's important to bring a bunch of materials with you. Now, I'm going to jump out of this menu in a second to see if I'm taking damage. Okay, so it doesn't seem like it really goes down all that much, which is good. Just recharge that. Yeah, you start taking damage like right away. They couldn't have sent me to like a nice lush planet somewhere. Alright. Okay, we'll jump on through here. I'm not actually sure if I should have switched my ship there or in the next step. I'm not sure towards the end. I know you interact with the Atlas and stuff, but I'm not sure where your equipment actually breaks. I think it's after you talk to the Atlas, but I'm not totally sure. So I'm just doing this to play it safe. Alright, we've got this again. Oh, and I don't have a scanner. I'm not going to, actually, I can take a look at that right now. Okay, so nothing's broken yet. I'm not going to bother running around trying to find a glitch separator. We're just going to let the game do its countdown. At least I'm not getting chased by sentinels, so that's always a plus. There we go. Trying to see if I can see a glitch separator here. We're gonna run out of time. That's alright. Plenty of time to find a glitch separator. Oh, I think there's one right there. Yeah, we're gonna be too late. Yep, too late. just go right through all the dialogue. Just keep going to cry out, and eventually you get all the dialogue. Okay, you have two different options you can choose here. If you reset the simulation, you move on to another galaxy. If you refuse the Atlas, you stay in Euclid. Either choice is fine to make. It makes no real big difference. I always do reset simulation just so I can move on to a new galaxy. But if you do refuse, you can always move on to another galaxy. But it requires you to go through the center of the galaxy. You know, reach the center and then move on to the next. I do the reset so that I can move on, and you know, it's a quicker way to get to the center. You only get this one chance to do it, so I always do the reset. And you get a different, like, little title thing that you can use. And I don't always make the same choice here. There's different, you'll have 4 different galaxies you can choose from. And they kind of give you a rundown of what the galaxy is like. You know, this is a roofless galaxy, so it's more hostile. It's not really, though. I mean, you get more planets with, like, sentinels on it. You know, maybe more aggressive animals, but it's not anything that's super noticeable. The same thing with all of these. They're all fairly similar. The exception is probably going to be the green galaxy. You do see more lush planets here. It's also the second most popular galaxy in the game. And this one will take you to a place called Calypso. It's the 3rd galaxy. This one will take you to Isentam. That's the 10th galaxy. This is, what, Bull Dagger, I think? This is an empty galaxy, or what they call a frozen galaxy. You'll find a lot more just, like, oddball planets. I believe that's Galaxy 7. And this one's Hilbert. This is very similar to the one you were just in, an imperfect galaxy. You know, it's a combination of everything. They're all a combination of everything, but this is the closest one to Euclid. You know, this is a little more like dead planets. They're not all dead, but you see them a lot more. Most people will go to Isentam because it's more lush, but I'm gonna do them in order. Well, the reason I'm gonna skip Isentam is I can get there already, so I'm not worried about having a portal there. Bulldagger I get to eventually, so I'm just gonna go to Hilbert. So that'd be this light blue galaxy. So I'm just gonna go reset simulation. We'll just move on to the next galaxy. This will actually be galaxy number 2 in the list. Alright. So pretty much all you do now is you wake up in your new galaxy and you'll kind of recognize it. What you've got to do.
Activated. Geokinetic system.
Luckily you package up your technology so you don't have to worry about having a bunch of broken stuff. But if you do make the mistake of not packaging up your stuff, then you're going to have to kind of run around and collect resources a little bit. You'll have a lot of stuff on you already, so you can, you can fix quite a bit right away. But there will be some stuff, like you might need like phosphorus or, uranium or dioxide or whatever to fix some stuff. But you'll find it pretty quickly. First thing you're going to want to do. Actually, first thing I always do is, alright, there's your remembrance thing. That would be a new thing to craft. What I always do is bring in my ship. So I can just jump right in it and have a place to, like if I look at my multi-tool now, that's broken. My exosuit, okay, so this got broken, so I'll just fix that real quick. Multi-tool I'm not even going to bother with. But like my ship, because I used a different ship, I didn't have to worry about packaging up that technology. Let me swap my multi-tool though. Back to that. Yeah, that's all good. Alright, so what I am gonna, I got a message right away. Oh yeah, that stupid thing. Alright, so if you're, on PlayStation we have platinum trophies, that's when you 100% a game. This would get you your platinum. I'm not sure what it's called on the other platforms, but this would, be one of the requirements for a platinum trophy. Just to reach the center on Permadeath. But that will also cover survival mode and normal. So if you only do one run, you do it on Permadeath, you'll get credit for all three. I'm just putting down a base computer here so I can get back to Hilbert. Okay. Alright. Alright, and back in here. Now we'll just go up to the anomaly. New beginnings is, this will stay here, and the space anomaly thing will stay here. Let's just go up to the anomaly to take care of Nada and Polo. Yeah, like if I look at my galaxy map now, and the top left corner, where it says Galactic Core Hilbert Dimension, that means you're in galaxy number 2. I kind of wish that they would give you a number there too, so that people would know what galaxy number it is, but if you've been playing for a while, you know what the different galaxies are. That's just one of the oddball ones. Most people will end up in Galaxy 10 most of the time. People end up in Galaxy 2 if they want to try to do things in order, get through each galaxy or something like that. No, I don't need to go there. Actually, yeah, let me go in there. That way I have a portal in my list. It will also give me a chance to move some of that stuff back into my exosuit before I start trying to run around. End up getting myself killed out there. So, go get this stuff put back in. I try to kind of keep things where they were originally, but sometimes a little easier said than done. Sometimes I'll actually just take a picture of my my technology so I know how I had everything laid out. This thing goes down here. Never get this stuff installed because I will start running around on the planet saying, why am I taking all this damage? A refiner. Water jets. Yeah, something kind of like that. Oh, that's the multi-tool. I don't even think I'm going to bother with that. Fixing that thing right now. Actually, yeah, let's just get it, because it's going to be in my inventory if I don't. Oh yeah, and you can call your freighter in right away too. It doesn't matter, as long as it's in a galaxy you can typically warp into, or a system you can typically warp into. There's no problem with bringing your freighter in. We'll do that. Switch that back. All right. Grab myself a quick slot. Oh, I finally have a mercenary skill. Maybe I can finally start to donate some stuff to these guys. Alright. 3 of those. Not as much stuff as I was hoping. Might be able to find some other ones that are closer though. I'm going to interact with the teleporter. Alright. And actually check the mission guide too. Alright, some creature kills. Sentinel kills. Alright. We'll head over to the anomaly now. You'll fill them in. That'll be the end of the main quest line. And from there you do any of the other secondary quests. What I'll probably do is I'll try to get the Atlas path out of the way. That can take a little bit of time. It's just a bunch of warping around. You have to hit certain milestones to progress through it. But by the time you reach the center, you know, you get the main quest out of the way, you should have most of it done. You know, it's stuff like, you know, this stuff in here. You know, these different milestones, you know, learning words and stuff like that. Like right now I'm at Galileo, so I'm already pretty high up. But yeah, it's stuff like learning words, scanning creatures, meeting aliens, stuff like that. It's just a bunch of like busy work. But most of the time you'll have a good amount of it done already. So, and of course that switched my mission again. I'm gonna go over here, talk to Nada for the 87th time. I don't know if I have to talk to Polo too. Okay, should be all set. Yeah, so start up doing the Atlas path. I got a bunch of different missions here. Oh yeah, I still have all my NPC quests to do too. Okay, Remembrance, that's something that you have to, this is tied to the Atlas path. Once you get through that, you'll be able to craft Heart of the Sun. So that's why you do the Atlas path second. Well, typically. It doesn't really help you out all that much, just a thing to put in your technology slot. But, I think I've got to be heading out here, guys. I just wanted to try to get the that main quest line done and out of the way. So probably jump on tomorrow and start off the Atlas path. I did make up some stasis devices and stuff that I need to sell off. I just stuck them in my other ship. Actually, I think I got like 2 batches. I have 2 batches. Of course, I can't see what ship. It's not that one, is it? Oh, that's the one I've been sticking Nif in. I think I have either 2 or 3 batches. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I got 2 batches of those. Some liquid explosive. I got, what, 3 batches? Yeah, 48. Yeah. So I'm waiting for some of my plants to grow back. I might jump on later tonight. I think what, like 4 more hours it looks like before. No, 3. Yeah, I think I have about 3 hours left of growing time on my plant, so I'll see if I can sneak in, make up another batch of stasis devices. Sell those off probably tomorrow. So, but I think that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. I appreciate everybody swinging in and checking this out, and I will see you next time. Take care.